Hey guys, it's Shoshi from Shoshi's Magnificent Miniatures, and I'm here with the lovely husband Mike. Say hello.
Good evening, everyone.
And so we have a whole bunch of things to show you guys today, and I'm really excited. So I want to say hello to everybody in the chat that I can see: KDM Obsessed, KR Bunce 81, Jabberwock 13, Mort. Hey Mort! Wow, it's awesome. Some Brits in here. Let's see, Mighty Quan and Frozen Iris Paintworks. There, thank you, Mike. Stephen Who 01, Arbadius. Let's see, is anybody else here? Okay, good. Oh wait, there's one more. You Will Never Know. Thank you guys so much. I like to give a little shout out to a couple new followers for my channel. And also, if you haven't already followed and you would like to, I would love you. New followers: Panthara, Kailu, and Sparrow Marie. Thank you so much for following. I hope that you get a chance to watch tonight. So here's a KDM Survivor. We painted this on Monday with my more like morning European Twitch channel. But before we get into the painting, we're going to talk about a giveaway that the channel is doing that you'll be able to enter tonight. And actually, you can enter it Friday as well if you want to earn some more gold stars. As you know, you can earn channel points by watching the stream. The longer that you're in the stream, the more gold stars that you earn. You only need one gold star to enter. You guys can hit exclamation point. What was it? Exclamation point points. Let me write that right here. Oh, wait. Let's do. This will tell you how many points you have. And then exclamation point raffle? No, tickets, right? It's tell me.
Got me all thrown up.
I think it's excellent. I think it's tickets. You can go tickets, and then let's say you want to buy. You can buy up to 10 tickets. So
Tickets.
is it tickets or ticket?
Tickets.
Tickets. So like let's say you have 10 points or you have 30 points, you can buy up to 10. You go exclamation point tickets. Yeah. Oh, good. Okay.
There are bunch you want to know. If you really want to know your points, you can look for me and I'll
Yeah, Mike can look up the points also. See, you win never know has 27 gold stars. So that's he can do tickets 10 and get the max tickets. So that kind of rewards the people who have, who hang out and watch me the most, We're going to do this again Friday, and then I think Friday is going to be the last day of the giveaway. So that will be from 2:30 to 4:30 Central Standard Time, which is Chicago time. And that's usually the Europeans' best time. They're usually home from work. It's evening. Some of my East Coasties are back home already from work. And then a lot of Americans are all still at work. And the Australians are waking up at the crack of dawn. So it's a weird time, but we are actually going to Austria and Germany in less than 2 weeks. So we have to do all of our giveaways and wrap up everything before that. So let me show you what you're going to win. You're going to be excited. So those of you who've been with me a long time got to see me paint this girl on stream, cat hair. And her name is Legendary Captain Nimue. By the way, please check to see if anybody's asking me any questions, Mike. Here she is, Captain Ronnie Nimue, Legendary Boss. This figure was only available at Salute and Adepticon this year from Wild West Exodus. So hats off to Wild West Exodus. They gave me this figure. So take a look at her. She's painted by me. That's her card. She, like I said, she's an exclusive mini. She's a Shoshi's mini now. So you'll be able to possibly win your own. The only caveat that I have is that if you live outside the US, that you split the shipping with me half. I'm going to send it in a small box. So I think the most expensive it'll be is if it goes to Australia, it'll be like $7 for you to cover. So I'll pay the other half. So it shouldn't be too bad. That's actually pretty good for Australia. All right, so that's the giveaway. And let's see, does anybody have any quick questions before? Yeah, okay, so you're great. Schaumburg is super close. That's great. All right. I lived just in Champaign, so we're not super far from you. Downstate. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you, actually, if you live in the Chicagoland area, I am going to be headlining at Dragonfall Con October, I believe it's the week of October 8th, 9th, and 10th this year in St. Charles, Illinois. So you can come and take 3 classes from me and get some cool stuff from the class, because I'll have minis provided and supplies provided. So the first class I'm teaching is a basics class, a start to finish. Basically, you're going to paint a whole mini from start to finish, basic. So it's going to be like 3 colors, highlights, shadows, and you'll have a whole painted mini. The next class that I'm teaching is a basing class, and that's actually what I've got this box here next to me for. We're going to go through some of the spacing supplies that Green Stuff World sent me that we're going to be using in my class. And then the last class that you'll be able to take is my Skingtones class, which you guys will get to see me paint here today, some of my Skingtones, but it's going to be different because this will be you actually get to try it out yourself with Shoshi helping you. And I teach small classes, so you will get lots of one-on-one time with me. Everyone else in the chat who does not live close is so jealous right now. So, all hail Shoshi, chosen of Boots. That's awesome. Super Pope Lord of Cinder. I am so in love with that name. Okay, let's see. So you guys excited? That's pretty cool. Yeah, hey, Dr. Orlin. All right, take a look at this. This is from Green Stuff. I wrote them and I said, hey, I'm doing this basing class. I'd like to be able to get, have some stuff that my class can use. So they sent me some little discs to use for bases. These are just little MDF bases. We're gonna put some stuff on there. They sent me this sculptor Vaseline, and I will show you what this is for. This is really awesome. So when you use Green Stuff or when you use Procreate, you get fingerprints on it, and this is for helping to keep things smooth and not have your fingerprints all over it. I got more bases, lots of bases. Put those over here. This is probably one of the coolest things. They have a whole bunch of these rollers. This one says Aztec. It is a plexiglass roller. And as you can see, can you guys see how cool this is? Look at this. There's like a whole Aztec calendar on here. There's some glyphs and stuff, and we're gonna roll this and make an Aztec base with that. And then last but not least is a huge thing of green stuff. It says, yeah, that is definitely green stuff. So these come from Spain. You can order them from greenstuffworld.com. I'm gonna go ahead and post it, Mike. There we go. Did it post? There we go. And I'm just going to show you super quick. Look at how long this is. A lot of green stuff, guys. I'm going to just take a little piece. It's already ready to mix. Look at this. It's kind of handy, isn't it? Let me get my little handy tool. 1 second. So I'm just going to cut a little piece right here. That might be enough to show you guys. And watch me cut a hole in my paper below. All right, put the plastic back on. Roll it back up. And if you've never used green stuff before, it's a 2-part air drying putty, and it turns green stuff. So you can see me mixing it, and I guess the more blue you put in, the more it's like a curing, so the harder it'll be faster, and the more yellow, the softer it'll be. So you can see.
So
Go ahead.
How are people gonna register for stuff?
I don't know yet, but you can message me and I will, as soon as I get that information. I think try looking up Dragonfall Con in St. Charles, Illinois. Don't think that classes are open yet, so they're still doing all the promotion stuff so far. Okay, see all those fingerprints? That's what this is for here. So you just put a little bit and see how it smooths it out. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. It's all smooth. All those fingerprints are just gone. So I'm going to put this on my base and I'm going to put that down. Now watch this. I'm going to roll the Aztec roller on it. Ooh, that was a little too tough. We'll do it one more time. But you get the idea, right? So you can make fast bases for your Aztec creatures. Let me do it again. All right. Okay, so these are roll makers. It says here, tubes, tentacles, and wires. Roll maker. Can you see this? Let me get the picture out. Look at how cool this is. So there are a whole bunch of these in one of these packs. And I don't know how to do this, so we're going to try it. These look all like... So like I'm going to put a roll. You make a little snake with it, right? And then you put it here. And then there's one of these. I think. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Something like that. I know I did that wrong. But maybe you can just make a tentacle or something like this. So then if I want to twist it, I can make a cool rope maybe. Oh yeah, look at this. So the thinner it is. See, I'm figuring this out with you guys. It's a corner guide. It's a okay. How do I do that? Oh, right there. Like that? Ooh, it's really, oh, right there, like that? Wait. I don't know! I know. Well, it's more fun for them to watch me, like, kind of flail. Put it on the corner, and then slide another plate along it. Like... Oh, like this? Let me try that. I don't know, guys. No, that's not right. Oh, that is cool, though. All right, let him post. Did you post to YouTube? Awesome. Roll maker. Absinthe, thank you so much for trying to explain this with green stuff between them. Ooh. That's sort of cool. Let's try. Interesting. All right, we have something. So I will figure this out by the time we have our class. But you guys will get to use all this stuff to make cool, nifty bases. Well, I'll be watching that video too with you guys. Yeah, not so much back and forth, most smooth. Okay, let me try it one more time. Okay. KR is awesome. Give him a gold star for helping. KR Bunce and Absinthe 624, both of them. Because they are helping me try to figure this out. And that's Oh, is he? Okay. Part of the problem is there's not quite enough. Yeah, that didn't work too well. We'll get it. We'll get it with the other plate. I don't know. Like this. Add water. Ooh, that worked. You guys are so cool. All right. There. Something. One more. The water kind of stiffens it up a little bit because it's cold. Because I'm pretty sure that this stuff reacts to cold, and there we go. It looks like an earthworm right now. But yeah, you can make tentacles. You can make all kinds of good stuff. Let's go back to the yeah. Thank you guys so much. You're annoying your husband. Okay. There, look at that. How cool is that? So that's going to be something you'll be able to use at the class. All right. I prefer another epoxy, which I don't know if Green Stuff World carries, but I'll be having some of this as well. It's called Procreate, P-R-O, and then capital C-R-E-A-T. And I have some with me here that I will show you, because I wanted to show you, this is a Kingdom Death monk that I am painting. And it's for a commission. And I don't know if you guys knew, but so she came with the base that had all these little lily pads all over it. Oh, I see cat hair. Ah. Lots of tubes and worms and tentacles. There we go. KDM hype. There we go. You guys are psyched. All right, so she came with a lot of these little lily pads all over it, but I wanted to make this on a square plinth. So I had to add some, and you can see some of them are already painted and some are not. I added those today. And somebody on my Facebook page asked me if I would show them how I did that. And so I'm gonna give it a shot and try to show you. I'm not a sculptor. I will just tell you that right now. I'm a faker of the sculptor. But at least we can give it a go. All right? So first thing, where's my little kit? Ah, I had it. Now that's crazy. Well, maybe not. We might have to skip that. Aww. I don't see my sculpting kit, Mike. I just had it. I know.
There's some scope.
Oh, right here. Right here is right on the other side of my... Okay, so I got this kit from bombshellminiatures.com. Patrick Keith, this is a little shout out for him. He put together these kits that you can buy, and I'm going to post that link. Copy. Oh, thank you so much, Electric Eve. Hey, I'm so glad to see you. How are you? I'm good. We're gonna attempt to sculpt some little bitty lily pads and see how that goes. I need one of those. I need an X-Acto, and this is a little shaper tool. These all come in his little kit, guys. That's what I love about it. He puts everything in here. Let's see, one other thing. That might be good enough. We got one of those. And I need a little plastic bag, which we can use this. You're super sleepy. It is late. All that KDN hype is just a light knife in your heart every time. You want that set so much, but every time they've run a Kickstarter, you've had some... oh, I'm sorry. That's a bummer. On the other hand, you haven't quite fallen down the humongous rabbit hole. So, where's my monk? I'm going to put her here so you can see what I'm doing. That's so shiny. Let me do it like this. That's better. Okay. So I'm going to get out. Procreate is different than green stuff. It's, I don't know how to, it's like gray stuff. right? It comes with a white and a gray, and it's a lot firmer. I'm just going to get out a little bit of that and a little bit of this. And I promise you, here's the, oh, that's the wrong one. Bombshellminis.com. There we go. Boom. We're going to get to the survivors in a second, but somebody did ask me how I sculpted these, so I wanted to show them. So I've got my gray and my white, and I'm going to mix them just into a small thing. You opened a new savings account labeled Kingdom Death Funds. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not down the rabbit hole. I jumped off the entire cliff. That's kind of the best way to describe it for me. So this one has a little bit more white in it than gray, so I might need to get a little bit more gray because that's not going to work for me. Let me get a little bit more gray. The gray is the curing part in this set. And like I said, I really prefer gray stuff to green stuff. They're different though. You might like the green stuff better. Drink it. Yeah, this is cool. We're gonna make the little, see this lily pit? This is the best one. I didn't sculpt it. The original base sculptor did. But I tried copying it and I got some of these. Those are mine, the gray ones. So I'm just gonna show you. So I make a little ball. All right. And at this point, it does not matter. I want to make sure this is more mixed. But it doesn't matter if there's fingerprints, because I'll show you why. I'm going to put it on the plastic. Yeah, I am totally invested in KD. I am. So, there it is. Now I'm going to fold this over, right? And I'm going to just burnish it down with my finger. So it has that lily pad shape. It's got some swirl in it, but that's okay, because we're going to paint over that anyway. Now this is the tricky part, and I just taught myself to do this. Like I said, I'm not a sculptor. I put a little hole in it right there. That's this divot right here, and actually I should have put it a little bit closer to the edge. Okay, now this is the tricky part. I'm gonna have to push. Can you see everything? Alright, I'm pulling and pulling and pulling into the center. It's like a belly button. It's like a lily pad belly button. Okay. And then I turn it. And this is the part where I make the little edges of the leaves. I'm going to make these little divots. Now it looks to me like he did this and then tucked it in a little bit. And then tucked it in. So yeah, I don't know what he did. I'm making this up. Now it helps to get this a little wet, just like we did with the green stuff. Push it, push it. Is this interesting to you guys, or is this hilarious? Because there. All right, now I think this is where I need a little bit of this, because I want to smooth out some of these little lines I made. Here's my shaper. It's not bad. It kind of looks like a lily pad. And then, so you can use either this, right? But you can also pick it up. That's why you want this bag. Kind of, let me do it like this. So, there. And then I can pick it up. And I can put it, if I were to put it on here, but I already have so many lily pads, I don't know. Maybe I'll put one here. Yeah, but it's too many, right? Because I already painted that one. If I flatten this out a little bit more, maybe I can put it on top of that other lily pad. What do you think? Interesting for you, but you suggested it, Jabberwock. Awesome. Thanks, Jabberwock. Let's write you down your name because you suggested a cool idea. Jabberwock 13. Oh, my goodness. lily pads. Sculpt. C-U-L-P-T. Yep. Thank you so much for that idea. And then, yeah. So, and then for the smaller ones, let me use my X-Acto. Let's say, who is? Tarantino, thank you so much for following. Welcome. We're in the middle of a quick little lily pad sculpting demonstration. I just want to show you. I'm cutting it into like pieces now so that I can do this. And again, I'm making this up as I go. I've never done this before. I didn't do this with my other ones. But if I want, oh, see this? I'm making those, and then I'm picking this up. Ah! Cutting them is the hardest part. There you go. And then see if I can make a little leaf thing out of this. I took a class, and this is really important. Joe Orteza is going to be at Dragonfall Con with me. If you have wanted to always learn everything you can about green stuff, that's where I learned everything I know from this man. He is a former Golden Demon winner. He is an amazing artist, and he's super cool. And what? Okay, over there. Let's do that. And then, so yeah, he basically teaches a class called Lose the Fear. Green stuff. And so take that class at the Dragonfall Con. All right, last little leaf here. So yeah, and then you can put that down on top. Ah! See, and then I could have another little bunch of leaves. Get it? Boom. And I did that in, see, you can see right here, I did it in like little tiny ones. So like this is a big one. Those are the little tiny ones. Yeah, sculpting with Shoshi. Sculpting. I am not a sculptor. So that was my little quick quote unquote sculpting demo that I did for you guys. Now, is that all? Let me check. Sculpting demo, green stuff, giveaway. Survivors. It's time to paint survivors. I'm a survivor. Okay.
No singing on the street.
This is one we painted last time. This is Alistair. We didn't quite finish him. He's got some more robes to do, but I wanted to show you. So we base all the skin with Ordic Olive from P3. I'm going to show you everything with P3 paints because they are my easy mode. Ordic Olive. I'm going to write this down. Is this, let's see, Mike. There we go, right up here. Right here. And okay, so that's my little area. We're going to put Ordic Olive. Okay, that's our first color. That's for the base. Then I put a wash of Reichland Flesh Shade. That is a Citadel wash. And that's just to get some more of the detail. You don't have to use that Reichland Flesh Shade at all. Optional. In fact, I'll write optional. Okay? Always use the green for Caucasian skin. I want to show you. So this girl we did, and she obviously has a dark skin tone, and we did a completely different recipe for her. So we will show, I'll tell you the recipe for her. Actually, you can catch the recipe for her in my last VOD. We won't repeat it. And I will show you the other girl I'm working on. This girl right here. I'm trying to go, thank you so much, Sophia. Sophia brought me tea. Mmm. That is good.
I think I might have discovered something. Just give me 1 second before we
What?
the major thing discuss.
Oh no. Oh no, what?
Not that big. Yeah, apparently Phantom Bot at home just loaded.
Oh?
So it didn't do any of those.
Oh.
Which explains why I went.
Well, that just also means that everybody who's been sitting in chat has probably earned some more gold stars. So you can go ahead and purchase your stars after he gets the raffle actually open. And I want to show you this skin tone has more pinks and this skin tone has more golds. So like if I wanted her to be Asian or have like Middle Eastern, she could have a little bit more golds in her skin, and I'll give you the recipe for her. I'd like to have a multi skin toned set of survivors. All right. Let me get out my colors while my fiddle's round. Doing.
You do anything, Phantom Bot is just annoying. This is why I don't like it in a whole bunch of stuff, because it's
Oh my gosh.
go wrong. And dark.
Oh, they said hi, Sophia. Gundog D20, thank you so much for the follow. We're getting ready to paint this chick. She, I'm going to show you what I did to get her skin tone. Oh. All right. So, same thing. I based her with Ordic Olive, and then I did a wash of Reichland Flesh Shade. She just has one layer of paint on her, so I'm going to show you what it's going to look like with the other layers. This is for, I'll call it Asian skin tone, but it could be anything. It's just more of a golden skin. We'll just call it golden. Golden. Okay. And that's the wrong yellow. All right, so on my palette, I'm going to have Cardic Flesh. I'm just going to put swatches of these on the palette with my brush. Cardic Flesh right here. Put it on the palette as well. Don't need a lot of the Cardic Flesh for this girl. This is Moldy Ochre. It has our gold tone in it. Right here. And what I want to do is I'm going to mix those two together to get a golden flavored peach. There we go. Okay, so let's see if I can connect these two together for you. Okay.
Okay, chat.
We think we got it? Okay. Where do you go? Tickets 10, just like Jabberwock, or you can do tickets however, if you only have 3 tickets, there you go. Tickets 3, absinthe. So we have Cardic Flesh.
I really wanted to handle that.
Oh, go ahead. You explain it while I write.
So,
Flesh, not flash. And then
so exclamation points tells you how many exclamation points tickets plus a number will purchase tickets. 1 point.
what's going on?
Is that?
Oh no, are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding you.
Oh.
Copy the current entry.
Okay, good.
Session 1.
Okay. So at least those are saved. I'm glad you did that. We'll have to do it again on Friday then. Okay. So, obviously, I'm looking at this. She's got way too much yellow going on right now. I'm going to get a little bit of that Ordic Olive. And I'm going to hit her shadows with it. A little tiny bit, because I need to cool down some of the blush with the shadow. We're gonna give a little bit of blue with I think coal black, just a tiny amount. You'll see what I'm gonna do. 1 point per ticket. Here's the tiny amount of coal black. Whoa. And I'm glazing that over the yellow right there. Now, with just the Cardic Flesh, you can go over that again. Mike's getting mad. Oh no, what happened? I thought you...
Software sucks. You can't run a raffle across.
Okay, we'll have to just, you know, we'll figure it out, guys. I wanted to give everybody a chance to win, so because we have multiple different time zones, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. At the very least, we'll just, you know, save this session. I'll write down everybody's stuff manually or something.
No, we've got this.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out. Unfortunate. All right. See how it's lighter up here? And then it's going to be lighter underneath. Okay, just give up, because this is not making a good stream. Sorry, guys. We may just have to postpone the raffle. I mean, don't worry though. We will do this. We'll have it all worked out by next week. Because we still have time.
Ignore that close message. Apparently, the people that were entering was charging 5 points.
Oh man. All right, I'm just mixing little bits of the Cardic Flesh on places like shoulders, anywhere that there's a little extra pink. Let me see if I can put this up here first so I can show you guys. So I line up the shoulder because that's where the light's hitting. And then a little bit of pink on top of that. This is the mixed color. This is the moldy ochre. This is the Cardic Flesh. And this is our moldy Cardic Flesh. If worst comes to worst, guys, follow me on Facebook at shoshisminis.com, facebook.com/shoshisminis. If I can't get it to work on the bot, we'll create a web form for everybody to just go and fill out, and everybody will still have a chance. Well, but then I wanted this to be for Twitch viewers only, but so this way everybody on Facebook will have a chance as well. It's just this, you know, it doesn't reward the people who watch the most. That's the only difference. I'm giving her a little bit of pink cheeks. All right, she's almost done. I need to, so places that protrude, that have a little bit extra roundedness to the skin, I've got that pink a little bit more. Okay. Yeah. Make some mac and cheese, Mike. Make some mac and cheese. punked. I think everybody's okay with it. Alright, let's see. What color shall we make her hair? What's nice about these Kingdom Death is, like, you can, like this girl, I've got sort of turquoise hair. On this one, I've got pink hair started. They're kind of anime and cartoon-like. What color shall we make her? Purple pink. Okay. We'll do purple pink. I like that idea. I've got some ink on my palette, and this is the purple. A little bit of purple and a little bit of blue. Okay.
For this session, the ones that they are gone.
All right. Well, it'll work out. Oops, I got some on her shoulder. Okay, I want to show you this because purple, she has all that gold in her skin tone. I can actually use this as a little bit of a liner. Around the edges where her skin is to make a nice shadow. Black with purple and blue streaks. Goku yellow. we can do some of the, we can do the black and blue. Black and purple, and we'll put some pink in it too.
Oh, I really like to have mac and cheese, but I'm trying to do low carb.
Yeah, we're gonna eat so much carbs when we go there. Yeah.
Get cracking.
He's actually off to make mac and cheese. He does need to de-stress now. Oh. A little more blue. All right, I think I like that, and I want a little bit of pink in here.
Very bad feeling about this.
Murderous magenta. Because carbs are the best, especially when bacon is mixed into them. I agree. Oh, so my friend Marcus, he lives in Vienna, and he's a former chef. We're gonna be meeting him when we go there. He took Wurst, like sausage, and wrapped bacon around it. Käsekreiner with bacon wrapped around it. It looked amazing. Amazing. So I need to let that dry because otherwise I'm not going to be able to put that magenta on top. So do you guys see how this whole side of her dress is white? So that is where the light is, and this is her lantern. We're going to do that next.
Do it.
Oh, that's not even open. Heartfire.
See why I'm quiet now. My mic is not.
Heartfire. This is for the OSL. That sound, that horrible sound. Need it. What do you need it? Oh, the sound of... Oh, that sounds horrible. Oh, no. Käsekreiner. Mit Speck, right? Mit Speck. Speck is bacon.
No, it doesn't have speck in it.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
No, I said he made...
Oh, he's gonna make
He doesn't
speck.
listen to me.
Oh, I listen to you. See there, and now I'm on mic even. So yeah, I was talking that the whole time too, and I wasn't really on.
Bacon with vanilla ice cream. That sounds delicious too. I'm putting the Heartfire on my palette. Oop, I don't want to lick that. Okay, real quick. This one is coal black. Coal black. It's actually a turquoise, and this is Heartfire. Okay.
Firestone's the name of My Little Pony.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm just going to paint that entire window of the lantern with that color right there. So why are all yours on flat bases? You don't like the stone faces. They don't want to stay. They're really hard to glue on. And since this is for our home game, these are all for our personal. I want them to be sturdy and not, you know, if the cat decides to flip one, you know, across the table, I want it to be able to stay on there. So, you know, for other people, I'll put them on, but for myself, I also want to, because I think we're going to be getting some of those narrative sculpts, and so I'm kind of, there are not as many. Oh no, look, I messed up her knee. Let me see if I can, it's already dry, isn't it? See if I can cover it up.
It's a scar.
No. No, there we go. Well, like, P3s are nice and opaque. We'll just leave that.
Can't pin them to the flat base or the stone faces bases.
Pinning takes work. And when I paint my own stuff, it's finished. You know? Finished, not perfect. So, I just want to get them done. Anything that makes them done and fast.
Yeah, we've been playing with these unpainted since what, Gen Con?
Yeah, we've had them for a while. Okay, let that dry. Something else I'm gonna do with this is Heartfire. So when you think about the radius of, look at this. So if this is the center, this is what off-source lighting is all about. If that is the center of the light, then there's a radius of light right here. So that means her arm and just a little bit of her hip, but not much of it, are going to be lit. And maybe a tiny bit, but just a little.
Whole stream is lit.
Yep. I'm exaggerating the light right now because we're going to be coming back over it with other colors. And then underneath, because it's going up into that radius. See if we had that radius, right? It's not going to be on top as much because of this hood. So it's actually, it's more like that. Yeah. So less of a radius and more of an A. Let me do it in darker colors so you can. There we go. So there's going to be some. We'll get rid of a lot of this. Now I need grays. So you should never need to buy gray. This is something I learned from James Wapple, and he's right. The only thing is mixing grays is really tricky if you don't have a wet palette, because you'll never get that same gray exactly right. But if you want your grays to match your current mini, mix it with the colors you have on your palette already. So I have purple and yellow. If I mix those and add some white, I'll get a really nice, pretty purpley gray probably. So I'm not going to add white. I'm going to add Menoth White Highlight, which is an ivory. So it'll have some more yellow in it because it's not a pure white. And just a little bit of that. Right. This is the Menoth White Highlight. If you use super glue to attach the survivors to the stone bases, you've not had any trouble with them sticking to the base, Charles. Yeah, but I just don't. They really are. Here, let me show you. This is one that I did with the stone faces base. They are more time consuming to paint as well because of all the extra shading and stuff. The way I do it anyway. I got one more that has a stone face base. Where is she?
especially if you're doing the OSL.
Yeah, I'm doing the. See, I did the OSL where it's kind of hitting all the little spots.
It looks really awesome, but I imagine it's a lot of work.
It does look cool, but it's a pain. And I kind of also like how I've been doing these bases. You know, they feel like they're more alone and in the dark. But that's okay. You can do them however you want. All right, back to her. Let's go back with that pink to do her hair real quick. I did it on her shoulder. Kind of going for the purpley pink, so we'll see if this looks good or not. Yeah, it's not bad. I like that as a highlight. Alone in the darkness, exactly. You guys are making Mike, you're making him hungry. Take a little purple. She's got individual strands of hair that I'm kind of going over, and then the other bits will probably stay purple, so I kind of like that. We'll just do the waves. So I'm just hitting the highlights, just the tops of that, and then leaving the rest that purple color. That's not bad. Okay. Now, what's next? We're going to go over this row. We need that gray that I was telling you about. So, Menoth White. We've got Heartfire. And I've got some... What is this? This is like a purple... What color was it? I'm trying to remember. I think it was Game Color Purple. Find it. Oh, it was Game ink. That's right. It was a violet ink that I was using. No wonder it was so runny. Ignore those pistachio cracking, Mike. Yeah. You can mute yourself, right? So a little bit of this purple ink. Violet ink by Game Ink. So this is Heartfire by P3. Oh, we already got Heartfire up there. And this is Violet ink. Alright, and it really does not matter brands for this. Yellow and purple make a kind of a pooey brown color. That's a new word, pooey. Mix a little bit of this with it. And I've got this color right here that's sort of a gray. That's our neutral to start her little wrap with. And it's pretty thin, so it's okay to go over that yellow with. What was that?
Abby Rose.
Abby Rose, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Going back over here. We are painting Kingdom Death. We are painting the Survivors, right? Oh, I just made a really weird color. Hang on. Need more ink. Jabberwock says, last stream there was a discussion of best painting books. As I said, I've read the A to Z and Figopedia. A to Z with Angel Giraldes, it's called Masterclass A to Z. And then Figopedia by Jeremy Bonamont. Which do you think is better of the two? Looking to build, I would get both. I have both. I guess they're both very different. They're so different. I guess if you're going to paint armies, get the Masterclass A to Z because he's got recipes in there. He teaches airbrushing. He teaches, you know, the other one teaches more studios, kind of like, not studio, but what's the word? Display painting, I would say. I mean, you can use his techniques in both of them, but I think Angel's is more leaning toward army painting. They both have a lot of useful things in them. And I also think if you're gonna get one of Angel's, get the second one. I think it's supposed to be, see that's that kind of brown color. It's not exactly gray now, is it? I'm gonna mix a little bit of black, actually. Yeah, a little bit of black with that. How about the coal black? Let me see if that looks good. Yeah, actually that worked for it. I'm gonna mix the coal black with that color that I made. It cools it down, it's more blue now. As you can see, I'm not paying a whole lot of attention to my zenithal priming here. It's just a guide to help me see where the light needs to be to make a plan. So I'm going to start mixing a little bit more Menoth and a little bit more Heartfire. So that's, there you go. We're just wet blending right now. The Greater Damned of Wand of Wraith from Eldorado. Oh, good. Darth Torlin just posted some pictures in my gallery. Can you post, Darth Torlin? Can you post a link to my server so that anybody who wants to in the chat can go ahead and join? I have my own Twitch server. It's like a Discord, only it's with Twitch, and anybody can join, and you can post works in progress, and I will give you critique and comments, or you can just show off. If you just want to show off, put like show and tell. If you want me to actually go over and give you some advice, put CNC, like hashtag CNC.
Why CNC?
So I know critique and comment, or critique and criticism. Because if you don't have CNC, I probably will not give you anything in depth other than looks good.
Be very friendly.
Yeah. Sometimes that's all people want, so I don't like to give unsolicited advice. Okay. Alright, I'm needing to get paint off my brush. I've got too much paint on my brush. Ooh, then that did not taste good. I'm smoothing this out. I need to go back in with that gray and basically blend it back and forth till it's mixed in and wet blended. That's probably good enough. Let that dry, and looks like I got paint on her leg. I'm not the neatest painter when I'm painting for myself because I've got this pretty far away from my face, so we go and fix things a lot. Here's that yellow in here on her knee. The book, there's two books. Figopedia by Jeremy Bonamont, Jeremy Bonamont, and Angel Giraldes Masterclass A to Z. They're both on the Figopedia website, so you can go, I think it's figopedia.com. Let me see if I can think that you can go to that, and on the side there will be like a little section for a little link you can press for books. All right, I'm gonna mix a little bit more purple into this for my shadow color, because that purple and yellow are opposites on the color wheel, so this is gonna actually make nice shadows. Cat hair right there. You need an emo for brush liquor, do we? Somebody already probably has one, don't they? I think I do, because I'm a subscribed list. Maybe not. I thought Micho might have one, but he doesn't. Yeah, definitely need a cat hair one for sure. Here's that purple I just told you about. We're gonna do that. There you go. Back with the yellow and a little bit of that Menoth. And now I'm carefully picking out highlights here. I want to lick that one. Heresy. Alright, there we go with the coal black. It is also a nice shade color because it's nice and cool. There's a nice big cat here. Ah. Carefully, yeah, I know. Some days I'm more careful than others. Wow, I think the cat's just taken over my desk. Gross. Cat hair too. Thank you, Darth. That's so funny. We have a cat hair tally. We have a tally keeper for the cat. Oh my goodness. All right. Now, this is just straight Menoth white. Menoth white highlight. It's not white. And there's a reason for that. You don't want to use plain white because it'll look too, you don't have anywhere to go up from there. Yeah, I'm kind of using the side of my brush to hit these little ridges on the fabric. That's why you have a dog to guard painting surfaces from cat hairs. Now the problem is how to prevent the dog hairs. Exactly, Super Pope Lord. There was 3 cat hairs. Oh no. Always turn the mini. Don't turn the brush. Always turn the mini. Because you want to keep that brush at the same angle to be able to get that kind of uniform. See how that looks? We're going to get some of these little highlights here. This is where the light's going to be hitting. It's going to be the brightest. Go over that with a little bit more of that heart fire. That's also where it's the warmest. You want to pay attention to your temperatures. And I think I explained this in my Monday stream. These are speed painted. This is not what I would consider my commission level. They're for myself. And my motto when I'm painting for myself is finished, not perfect. But I figured Kingdom Death has a lot of models in that core set. So you want to figure out how to paint them first or fast too. You don't want to be spending days upon days upon days painting just the survivors. You want to be able to paint all of it. So that's why I'm showing you speed painted. 12 cats, a hamster, and a dog. Oh my goodness. That is a lot. 12 cats? Are you kidding me?
That'd be indoor outdoor cats.
Okay. That's a lot though. My goodness. Painting that little stone. This is the stone face that she's got in her hand, and I'm painting it the coal black to start, but then we're going to highlight it quite a bit. Get between your fingers. I'm going to go in and get all of the little shadows and all the little areas. And like I said, I'm just speed painting this part. When you see, I go and you can't see this on camera, but I go and I rinse off my brush, and I've got my paper towel on my lap, and I'm just going like this. So I'm getting most of that water off of the brush, including whatever pigment's on there too. It's like little things that you probably don't see me do because it's not on camera. That's why it's so important to go to workshops, guys. Go to workshops. Learn from your favorite painters, because you'll get to see so many things that you might not notice on a stream.
If you want to commission Shoshi for work, you can go to her Facebook page, which gets linked every once in a while in the chat.
Yeah.
And for the tips, you scroll down on her Twitch channel. There's a place to donate/tip.
Yeah, I always appreciate any kind of help on the stream. My commission services prices vary on what depending on the model, but you can always ask and find out, you know, what I would paint and how much it would be. You can always ask and find out, you know, what I would paint and how much it would be.
Stop it, stream.
What happened?
Started playing in another window because I was looking for the link.
Oh. All right, we're getting there. Look at see that nice radius? You can see it. We're gonna. Oh, you know what I just noticed on the face? There's some shadows from where the purple were, but that's actually okay. We can get that. There we go. Okay. The coal black. And then that gray color that I made. We're gonna paint those like bandages. White.
No stinking bandages.
Bandages. There we go. Okay. That looks good. I'm going to look and see if I can't find. Oh, this is okay. So we made a clip of this last time. It's called, where is it? Here we go. This is the clip. You guys can go watch. It's Nightshade Purple. As I said before, it's the purple of all blacks. And so it's really nice color. And I like to use it on my Kingdom Death because it's really like this beautiful, dark midnight purple. See what happens when can you see that purple when you thin it out? It's like squid ink. It's awesome.
Very, very good.
Yes. I'm going to use this dark color. I gotta take the glasses off. It's time to get serious business.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. That's supposed to be my alarm sound.
Is it?
Gotta adjust this.
Is that better?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that is the brightness. It's really good. It's pretty.
That's pretty. We're gonna have an emote for that too eventually. I hope. Make your darks dark and your lights lights. Lights light. On Kingdom Death especially, you really want contrast on your survivors. Because this light source is your main source of light, right? So there's going to be a lot of darkness. You shoot magic missile into the darkness. How old is that meme now? That's like so old now.
It's pre-YouTube, I think.
It's pre-YouTube?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'll look it up in a second.
How is that even possible?
I'll look it up. Oh, no, that's just like the Star Wars kid was pre-YouTube.
The Star Wars kid was pre-YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay. You see how now this coal black became a mid-tone between the dark? It's pretty cool looking now. And in between her hair and her skin.
So 1996 was when Attack the Darkness.
Oh my gosh, we're
That
old.
was definitely before YouTube.
Yeah.
I was still in college in 1996.
Oh wow. Well, it's an oldie but goodie at least.
Actually,
I'm painting your eyes on.
the computer animated version was in 2000. So, did YouTube? I'm pretty sure that it's older than 2000.
Okay, so do you guys see what I did for her eyes? I painted this one on. I'm right-handed, and I painted that one on, and then I turned her. Remember how I said don't move the brush, move the mini. So I turned her upside down to get the same angle, and this time I went that way. Same thing for her hair. Her hair is going to have some shadows.
And YouTube came out in 2006.
Really? Wow.
Oh, 2005.
Oh my goodness.
Founded by students from the University of Illinois, right where we are. We do everything. The transistor came from the University of Illinois. The web browser came from the University of Illinois.
Okay. Hello.
Jabberwock just tipped $5.
Aw,
Because you're so
Jabberwock.
helpful.
What?
Because you're so helpful.
Because I'm so helpful. Thank you, Jabberwock. I really appreciate that. Oh, we got purple on her
Patootie?
on her back. No, not on her patootie, on her back. Because I have my glasses off and then I'm not looking at what I'm doing. Alright, we'll get it. We'll get it. She can have some freckles back there. See this whole line right here? We gotta get rid of that. We're gonna spit blend it. I don't know if it's gonna even work. Yeah, that's gonna work good. All right, nice.
Maybe try a different web browser, Kara Buns.
Pretty old, just like the head of Vecna. You remember it, Jabberwock? I'm good at dating myself like that. All right, watch. So we did the first eyes. Now we're taking that ivory. Don't use white on eyes. It makes them look like they're bug-eyed or surprised. And this is very carefully. I'm gonna do this. You see how close my fingertips are to this part of the brush? So I can control it. Do you see how my hands are not shaking? and I make it oval within the black oval that we just made. Same thing on this side, turn it upside down. All right, now she is not a starting survivor. She's a survivor that came afterwards, so she doesn't have the black ink on her eyes. But
I think it's only if you roll high when a new survivor is born. See table.
She's still not a starting survivor. She's gonna be. She's gonna have no ink. So let's see. Where's that color? That's my. Okay, so now here we have the nightshade purple again. Okay, I need to show you guys something. Can you see this? Let me make sure I can. This is my little eye tutorial real quick. We're gonna make the football of the oval, right? You're getting so many tips today on how to do so many things. We'll have to do a little highlight of this later because this is a good one. So I've got my black oval. The next oval is going to be the ivory. You can use an ivory, you can use a light gray. It doesn't matter as long as it's light, but it's not white. Remember that. Okay. Gotta let that dry. Now this is the part I'm going to do next. I'll show it to you. You want to make a semicircle, not a full circle. And it's going to come all the way down to the top of the lower lid. Right that. And you're going to make that all dark. Okay.
Shadow Claimer's hosting with 8 people.
Oh, thanks, Shadow Claimer. Hey, and Shadow Claimer's people, welcome. I'm just doing a quick little eye tutorial on a Kingdom Death Mini, which is really difficult because they're really tiny. Also, guys, for anybody who doesn't know, Shadow Claimer is a really cool streamer, and I really want to thank you for the host. You can give him a follow. So you can't even see that, can you? I'm going to do it on this side too. You're just going to have to be as accurate as you can to try to get it in the center. If you want easy mode, that's pretty close. It's a little bit off. If you want easy mode on eyes, don't put them in the center. Put them off to the side so they're both looking like this. So here's your eye. You're going to do like that instead. And then when you go to do the other one, you'll do that. And it's so much easier. And it's a little bit more dynamic. So it doesn't look like your characters are cross-eyed. Now she just looks surprised. But that's okay because she's Kingdom Death. I like her eyes black. And I'm going to give her a little tiny white. Actually white. Let me see if I got the white. This is the only time I use white on eyes. This is the Mara white, sorry. Just a teeny little ding. This is the reflection highlight that makes them come alive. And you need a very, very sharp brush, and they need to be going the same direction. So if you put the little dot here, they need to be on the same side.
Princess Cork Chops just started following.
Princess what?
Cork Chops.
Princess Cork Chops, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. We're just getting all these little highlights for the eyes now. Here's the first one. Here. Look at it. She looks like an anime character. It came out good. I'm going to take a little bit of that Murderous Magenta, very thinned out, and just brush that around her lips. I want her to look a little more childlike. She's very anime looking for me. I like that. Now, with the little bit of the white and that base color that we had with the peach and the Cardic flesh and the yellow. We're going to highlight top of the nose, top of the lip, chin, all of the protruding spots, cheekbones. So like right under her eyes here. Like her. How's that look, guys? Princess cord chops. That's how I say it. Yeah. All right. Now we're ready for the wristbands, and I'm going to use the base color that I had, which is that gray, and I'm going to mix a little bit more of the Menoth white with it. And I'm just going to start highlighting those up. Same thing on this side. And then this little stone face over here. Now, pretend this stone face is a face. That's a thing. I'm going to go ahead and hit all of the areas that I would if I were painting a face. And then I'm blending them in a little bit. See that? It looks like a face. And more white into our gray. Even more white for a secondary highlight. More white. That might actually even be just straight. Okay. Okay, let's get this side. Good. Let's go ahead and give her just a few little accent highlights here. Go back over it with my gray. Because you sometimes highlight it up and then knock it back down. That's what I just did there. And last is just the pure Menoth on the top. See cat hair. This is number 4, right? There we go. Any questions, Mike?
Nope.
Ah, good. Jabberwock likes it. They saw TFA years in
Force Awakens.
Force Awakens. I love the Force Awakens, but I cried, and I won't say why. But everybody.
There's a reason you have the T-shirt you have, and I have the one I have.
Yeah, mine says I know.
Yours has Han Solo.
I know. Okay. Now, I'm getting oh, we need to finish this lantern. Let me get... I need orange. Okay. This is Cater Red Highlight.
Borax Jix says hello. How's it going?
Hey, Borak. Good. It is good. We are kind of making our little recipe here for this girl. Made her more of a golden skin tone. Or did some pretty extreme highlight and shading. We need to go back and fix some little blurps on her back. We're just speed painting her. She's basically tabletop level. But that'll give you a good idea on how to do a lot of these techniques. So the lantern is being tipped. First of all, I got to show you my lantern references. Hold on. See where I put them. I always put stuff where I can't find it, don't I? Alright, I can't find my references. Right here. Okay, I want to show you. So I printed these off from the web. You can see how the dark part is on the top and the lightest part is in the bottom. Here's a Reaper Mini. And again, you can see that, again, this is the radius. Dark is around the edges. We're going to actually not have this orange part at the bottom because for this one, the light source is in the center. We're going to have it more like this. So our heat source is going to be at the bottom, and then it's going to radiate up into darker colors.
How many MNF miniatures did you buy on Monday?
On Monday, I got everything new. As many as we could on so like I got everything new and then one of each of the encores. I tried to get 2 of some of the other new ones if they were allowed. Alright, so at the top of this lantern, she's tipping it. So that means all of the light sources actually... I made it backwards, didn't I? So I'm going to go back over this. Heartfire. Try it again. She's tipping it. So this is actually where we need to have it darker. The lightest part is going to be at this corner. That needs the Menoth. Mix that with the Heartfire. Yeah, you'll like this, Borak, the OSL. That's what this episode is all about. We're going to give it a little bit more. Once we have the actual lantern in there, you'll really see what I'm talking about. Now I need red. And I'm going to use Kadar Red Base, which is a very, very orangey red. Holy cow. Yeah, that's perfect. That's Kadar Red Base. There's hardly any. This is Kadar Red Highlight. Can we rate? Yes. Why don't we name her Major Motoko? All right, we'll name her that. Let me write it on the bottom. We won't forget. What is it? Motoko? What is that from, by the way? Darth? Here we go. She's named. She gets 1 survival. Right? Mike?
Yep. 2 survivors, well, ours and our settlement get an understanding too.
Oh, they do? Oh, right.
Until they're all dead.
So this is the magenta. I need that red. That's what I need. See that? And now I need some purple mixed with that red. Hold on. Let's use that nightshade. I mixed a little bit of that nightshade. And I'm using it thinned out so it'll be a little bit washy. Now I'm using straight nightshade to paint the lantern. Nightshade purple is a go-to color that I think everybody should have in their palette. It's so awesome. And I need more on mine, in fact. I'm gonna get more. Oh, where is it? There it is. Ghost in the Shell. Perfect. I hope that doesn't doom her. She'll probably die first thing we play her, too. That's kind of how it goes. So the last time we played, one of my survivors I named Penny, and that was the female, and the other one I named Nickel, and that was the boy. Like Nick, only Nickel. Penny and Nickel. Okay. We know we're on a Katie fix right now. You guys paint Wormhorde since yeah, absolutely. That's kind of how I got my start. And if you, I'm also so I'm an admin for the KDM by Lantern's Light Facebook group, and I'm also an admin for the War Machine Hordes painting group. Both are some of the best painting groups. I'm a little biased. So, Mike, can you post the links to those two groups from Facebook? So anybody wants to join those?
Lantern's Light.
There's some questions usually you have to answer in order to join, but you can just put Shoshi sent me. And that will get you in for sure.
How's that green skin trick work? Just use green paint? Question mark says. All
right, let's show it. Let's show it. So here's our girl. We've got the green skin. We've got the Reikland flesh shade, and now we're gonna glaze. And this is how. See how thin that is? You can see most of my finger through that. This is Cardic flesh right here, and we're gonna go on the protrusions first. So we're brushing toward the apex. Okay, so you're brushing toward it and leaving that little ball of paint on that. Leaving quite a bit of green toward the shadowed areas. And the brush stroke is pretty important. See how I'm kind of pulling it again toward the apex of the highlight. The best video that you can watch on this skin tutorial is in my VODs. It's the Flower Witch Skingtones VOD. You can also catch it on my YouTube. But this way you get to see it live and you can ask me questions live. So that's why I like to do it, multiple times, because you just never know. Somebody sees it for the first time, they want to know. I can teach this till The cows come home. It's called Verdaccio. It's actually an Italian oil painting tradition. I am a fine artist that trained myself to paint minis, and I brought with me a lot of fine art painting techniques, which for me, that's all mini painting is painting on a very tiny canvas. So you got to make sure that there's enough water in your brush, because see that little hole right there? That's from me going back over the glaze before it's dry. Alright, so you see how, because of the green being a cool neutral and the skin tone being a warm tone, so the temperatures cause contrast. The dark colors fade and recede, and then the warm colors come forward. Watch what happens when I add an even warmer color to the Cardic flesh, which is the yellow. It's further highlighted, isn't it? White is really kind of cold depending on what color you're using. If you use like straight whites, there's so many different colors of white. So by using an ivory, which is the warm white, I paint a lot of warm tones. Oops. I'm comfortable with warms. This is the ivory. Look at that. Okay. I like how stark that is. We're going to add a little bit more of this yellow because her lantern, her radius, see? If this is her radius, let's do it like this. So if that's her radius in the middle, look at what's getting hit. Most of the underside of her arm is getting hit, except for, so see, put the lantern right here. Here's the, so everything here, right? A little bit here. Might get some ambient light over here, and then this side of her body. Let me get that yellow. All this part right here, this part of her leg is going to be more white. Now, if you keep turning her, look. The radius is still in the circle. Let me know if this is making sense to you guys, because I can't get feedback from you and know if I need to adjust without you guys giving me some sort of, yeah, that's good, or asking me some kind of question. You know, like, I'm a teacher, and so I really, I need that feedback in order to do the best job at showing you how I'm doing this. See, and I've already got my radius in there because I used my brush. So when I made my airbrush lighting, I centered it on the little lantern, so it told me where my highlights are automatically gonna go. Right? So I don't need to guess, because we know they're not gonna be over here. Right? Now, all of this part is shadowed, right? So we're needing to use some of that Ortic Olive, some of that purple mixed with the skin tone. See, that's more of a, I mixed that purple with the skin tone to get sort of a gray, and then we can highlight a little bit right there. That's actually nice. A little bit here. Drawing the circle helped with figuring out where the light should go, so thanks for that. I'm actually going to try OSL. Good. So when let me get out of another mini. Oh, did I do this already? Okay, so this guy, looky here. So I've got his skin, but you can see how I centered the circle, and when I airbrushed it and I go psh, right? So all of this whole side of him, and this side is dark. See that? So when I go to do my light, I can use this zenithal. It's not zenithal. I'd call it pre-shading or pre-highlighting. You know, all of this is going to be where light is going to hit, right? So I can go over that with the yellow, because yellow is a super easy color to cover. So I don't need to worry about putting too much on, because you can cover yellow really easily. If you have purple on, it's going to be much harder to paint if you put too much shadow. So start with your lights and then paint light to dark. That's kind of how watercolorists paint, light to dark. It's going to be a lot easier. Watch. Now, I really wanted to make this. This is Zachary.
Somebody asked about the flashlight. You want to show the phone?
Yes. Let me show you the flashlight technique. All right, I have my phone. I'm gonna put. I put my camera light on, right? And I put it right where his lamp is.
Turn off your overhead light.
Okay. Look at that. Boom. Put it right where his lamp is, and look at how, if you want real stark shadows and highlights, that's where obviously they're going to be really stark. Okay? Yep. Let me turn that back off. There we go. So when you're trying to figure out where your light should go, before you airbrush it, it helps to do the camera. If you don't have an airbrush, you can do the camera, right? This whole little square is going to be yellow. I need more. What about, yeah, the flashlight, that's right. Airbrush just makes things a little easier, but you can use a rattle can to do the same thing. You can paint it on the same thing. There's a little bit of underpainting. We're going to go over that later. Alright. I don't want to paint too much on the Zachary because I was going to do him with the darker skin tone. Let me show you the girl I did. So I did her with a dark skin tone. I'm going to do him with a like a more cocoa butter kind of skin tone. Let me find it. Okay. Here we go. This is bootstrap leather. We've got a lot of our darks already in here. I'm going to go ahead and get a couple more. We've got some with our nightshade purple. Got a beautiful, this is such a beautiful sculpt. Look at how often do you get a shirtless man in this condition that doesn't look like a beefy barbarian? Almost never. I'm one of the reasons why I love Kingdom Death. Tiny little belly button, even though we have no idea.
Is hosting.
Oh, wow. 86 Scott, thank you so much for the host. 86 Scott and his partner, Nikki Coles, are streamers. Nikki Coles, thank you so much. Speak of the devil. We were just saying, I was saying thank you so much for the hosts, both of you. They stream usually about this same night, but they have other times when they stream as well, so you can give them a follow. Very cool guys. I also follow them on Twitter. I think the same names. Nikki's always retweeting my stuff. So, very sweet girl. Alright. I'm just showing them how on the Kingdom Death models I'm painting in my shadows because this guy is going to have a more brown skin tone. A little bit of a cocoa butter kind of. There we go. Milk chocolate. Ooh, cat hair. Oops. There we go. Thin it out a little bit.
Oops.
Hey, Teague Like League, are you just showing up? Thanks so much. It's good to see you. Okay, watch that. See how this is? We're making him have like a tanned, warm brown skin. Because like I said, I like a
Captain Chaos.
multicolored. Captain Chaos, hey! Ocvatist, is that right? Welcome. Looks like Cadian. I don't know what Cadian means, but sure, let's call it Cadian. This is bootstrap leather. That's what color it is.
That's what the butcher will do with him after he kills him.
Yeah, all of the green in all of the recesses we're leaving. And don't forget we had Reikland Flesh Shade, and then we did a little bit of that. What was the other color? Nightshade Purple for shadows. I want his skin to be a tiny bit more brown.
Cultist, that's what it's supposed to be.
Oh, is it?
It's got like
Okay.
the Latin spelling.
This is, what color is
Roman
that?
spelling.
This color right here is, I think it's Umbral Umber. I'm gonna just, yeah, that's a dark brown. I need more of a ruddy brown, so I'm gonna get Bloodstone by P3. This is one of my go-to colors. There's a few colors in P3 that you just have to have. Coal Black, Bloodstone, Umbral Umber. Like, if those were the only P3s I was allowed to have, it would be those, and maybe Sanguine Base. But those, look at this beautiful color right here. Boom. Isn't that pretty? The beautiful sort of mahogany color. Because his skin is so dull right now, I want to give it just a little bit of a... There we go. Much prettier. Get the pectorals right here. Go back to that bootstrap leather. I'm painting thinly because I want some of that lighting that we already painted in to show through. Right? And then we're leaving all of those shadow colors by barely painting those. Okay, very nice. I'm gonna highlight with just a little bit of the Cardic Flesh. This is just a teeny bit of the Cardic Flesh. Ah, that's not the right color. He still feels a little too Caucasian to me. What's the Cadian? We need Cadian or whatever that is. Let's try this color. Yeah, we'll make our shadows a little better. That might help. This is my right here. This is my favorite part of the sculpt. Kingdom Death is coming out with a whole bunch of new male pinups that I'm very impressed with. And I'm going to paint the heck out of. And I'm hoping that everybody throws theirs up on secondary market so I can pick them up. Okay. Let's go back.
Genuine Vision says, "Good morning to you."
Good morning, Genuine Vision. How are you? Welcome. Genuine is waking up in Korea, and he's a teacher and a streamer. And a really good painter too. Alright, so I feel like we need to go back over here with some of this yellow. Let's see what happens when we highlight some of the methyl groups with the yellow. That actually doesn't look too bad. Okay. Now, I can't remember, Jan, are you an art teacher or are you an English teacher? Or both? Can't remember. Alright, nice browns. Now this brown on the back is darker. Ooh, I just love this back. Look at this. All of this back here. And then a little bit, tiny bit of this bootstrap leather again. Jan taught me everything I need to know about English. D-Day. That's awesome. D-Day, hey, this is D-Day. He's one of my mods along with Darth Torlin. I also have Echo624 and Flickster. They are all streamers and all, well, except for Darth Torlin, but you never know. He may eventually. But very cool people. There we go. Oh, he is definitely looking kind of more on the, but look at this. Here she is. She's our golden skin tone, and then here's him. These are more brown. All right, let's do this for his hair. I'm gonna do straight up nightshade purple, which is our purple of all blacks. Such a beautiful, beautiful purple. We'll go ahead and paint that neck too, because missing. Can you guys, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've relaxed a lot in my painting because I'm more comfortable now. Not as stressed, and things are coming to me easily. That's why I highly recommend, if you've got an important paint job, warm up. Paint on some minis that you don't care about or that you've already painted on, and just get used to them, and don't just grab that important mini that you're trying to do for a competition piece straight off the bat. Mike.
What?
That's annoying.
Sorry.
He's digging in the pistachio bowl. Alright, so we got to do some eyes here. This guy has itty bitty little eyes. And paint the entire socket with the black. Oop, and I got paint on the back of my hand here. Flip the mini. And then paint the other socket. What are people saying, Mike?
Teague Like League has thought about getting a webcam and streaming so people like you, Jan, and Malleus can tell them how to get better.
Yeah, well, you are also welcome to join my server, Teague Like League. I have a chat server that's like a Discord on this on Twitch, and you can post a link, Mike, and you can join it, and you can put in pictures of your work, and I can give you critique and critique and criticism, or comments and criticism, whatever you would like, for free.
I can never remember the link.
Dr. Toyland, do you have the link to my
There it is,
server or
at
D-Day? One of you?
Twitch.
You can just go to the server, Mike.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can't. That's the link that I
Oh,
can't.
somebody, we need to
I
bookmark
got
that.
it. I got it.
All
Actually,
right.
you know what? I'm gonna put that in the regular messages.
Good
the
idea.
bot posts. That's smart.
That's smart. SMRT.
What should I call it? Your Twitch chat
Twitch server. Yeah, Twitch chat server, because you can both voice chat in there, and you can also text chat. Oh,
Hawthorne 13 is now following.
Hawthorne? What does it say?
Hawthorne 13.
Hawthorne 13, thank you so much for the follow. I just got stuff on my glasses. Thank you so much for the follow, and welcome. And again, we need to go back here with the eyeballs. I'm going to do his to the side so I can give you guys an example of what it looks like. Oh, that's not working at all. He looks completely... Okay, so cover him back up. We'll do it again. I'm going to give him some eyebrows while I'm at it, because I feel like he needs
I'll
eyebrows.
put them in focus because it's a little blurry. There we go.
Make him look grouchy. I gave him some scally lines here. Scally eyebrows. He's probably worried about that white lion that's going to come get him.
Super Pope Lord of Cinder said that they're taking a breath from LDM resins and is chewing through Dark Souls, and that you're right, it helps them relax and be more confident in doing other stuff.
Yes.
Get screwed up, no big deal.
Yes. Zombicide is good for that. Nobody cares if that zombie is perfectly painted. You know, especially when you've got just loads of them, right? Okay. Real quick. I'm going to make some... Make a gray for this little stone. This is called a founding stone. And you get to start out the game with one of these as a weapon.
Oh, KDM resins, not LDM.
LDM? Oh, KDM. Okay.
KDM. Kingdom Death
All
Monster.
right. Does he feel like he has brown skin? I think so. Not as quite as dark as hers, but I wanted to show you don't have to have one recipe for skin tones. You can do, this one is more golden. This guy is more, you know, rosy. This girl has more like of a ruddy brown. See? Oh, and this chick, look at her. She's very pink. Especially on that side. So I like a little variety. Alright. Let's try to get these eyes again.
Hit him in the eyes.
9. Alright, he's just got such little bitty eyes. We might just... Okay, so because his eyes are so small, he could be a starting survivor, which means he's going to have the black ink around his eyes. So if that's the case, I can outline his eyes and put the ink, because they have ink kind of running off their face. So that's all right. So we'll just do that for him. I need to highlight his hair. See how I'm stippling? I'm just tapping his beard on the spots where the light is going to hit. Watch again. See, just on the top. Give it a textured look. And then back here in his hair, he's got sort of what looks like to be maybe dreads or some kind of locks. go. There we go, not bad. Oh, what should we name him? Can you guys see the green? It's there, but it doesn't read like green as much as it used to. We're gonna hide some of it with some more brown. Put a little bit of that cardiac flesh on his forehead. A little bit of cardiac flesh on the ball of his shoulder there, because that is a reflective spot. Did anybody give me a name for him?
Batau. Herm.
Herm? Batau. I like Batau. We could call him that. Let's call him Batau Herm. Herm
No.
could be... No? Okay.
Tau are a tribe of so-called Bantu people who reside in parts of modern-day Limpopo province.
Oh, perfect.
Or it's also a bean species from Iran.
There you go.
Yob the Flatulent.
Yeah. We had one survivor. Is he still alive? He basically lost all of his limbs, but he still managed to survive.
He got the plague.
And he got the plague, but for a long time he was just breeding stock, so he was just one appendage.
One appendage. Oh, like a baby arm.
No, Mike. No.
You started it. Don't go there if you don't want to go there.
That was beautiful. They said lol. All right, we need man nipples because guys have them and it's silly not to paint them. There we go. Looks good. Little belly button. A little treasure trail.
Can't yell at me for taking it to the gutter when you're already there.
Voodoo Mistress likes it.
I'm gonna go back into my pistachios.
No, stop. Oh.
Stick my hand in my nuts.
No, Mike. No. Bad. That Sassy Mike is back, guys. But we all remember Sassy Mike is best Mike.
Yes.
Look at Voodoo Mistress, you know it. I do enjoy painting the men very much. I'm pretty famous on the Paint Bottle Throwers Discord because I will often post pictures of calendar men. Like I have an Australian fireman calendar that it was a gift. What? But every month I'll post a new Aussie Fiery. Right, D-Day? Is he even here?
He's there.
Okay. Mixing a little bit of this brown with my golden for this part. There we go. gift. Yeah. It was. So I could keep track of the public holidays in Australia.
From Australia.
Yeah, I know.
Lies. All
Yeah,
lies.
yeah. Uh-oh. Gift Mike firefighter cosplay calendar. Start
Not
working out.
happening. Not happening.
I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. At 1,000 followers, Mike firefighter cosplay.
Jessica, oh my gosh.
What? Jessica. I actually have, somebody else sent me a poster. There's this Aussie strip review called Thunder from Down Under. And they play in Vegas. There are a whole bunch of Aussie men that, they're kind of like the Chippendales of Australia. No! No. I don't think the ladies would be able to contain themselves.
You know, there is. Indeed, I did say something about 1,000 followers. You are gonna get there. In a
I
couple
am.
weeks,
We
probably
have to
after I
figure out
finish
something, but I don't know if I want it to be mic oriented. We should do some kind of 1,000 followers. It's pretty
I
close.
was the first follower.
You were the first follower. See how yellow this leg is because that light is right there? My imagination is ruined. His skin looks awesome. Which greens did you use to base coat? Ordic olive, right here. That's the only green. Then we did a wash of the Reichland Flesh Shade. And then we used these kind of colors over here. This is Bootstrap Leather and Nightshade Purple. And I think Umbral Umber's in there. This one is Umbral Umber. That's the Umbral Umber. And this one is Bloodstone. And here's our gray cloth. See, what's nice about having me write these down is when you go back and watch the VOD, it's there. And I'm talking about it.
And you don't have to find the exact spot where you said what color it was.
Yeah, you can just kind of skip through the video and you see the list getting bigger. Man on a Quest, hello. I think, let's see. There we go. I think I need more gray. I'm going to mix it with, I'm going to add some more color here. I need some coal black. I need some more. I need a drink of tea is what I need. Hold on one second. Menoth White Highlight. Why watch Logan when you have Shoshi and Mike? Teague, be careful about watching Logan. I ended up walking out, and Mike had a moment when he came
Man
out.
on a Quest just tipped $5.
Aw, who did?
Man on a Quest.
Man on a Quest, thank you so much. That's awesome. I hope that you are learning things from my stream and getting good things out of it.
So finish your thing about Logan.
Oh yeah, Logan was a serious beans movie. I had to walk out. It was too heavy for me at the time. I definitely will see it at another time, and it was good, but just too much for me. I'm fast painting these guys right now. I'm gonna get as much of these done so we can play again this weekend. Maybe.
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 Maybe, baby.
Well,
Maybe baby is what our survivors need to do.
yeah, our survivors need to have babies, but so here's the problem with our survivors. We only had 2 left, and we had 2 potions of love juice, which is an actual item in the game. And it's you can use it to have intimacy. And what?
That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works.
I know, right? Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe they're dehydrated.
You're awful.
Anyway, my point being, they had 2 babies out of it. We managed to roll lucky.
No, we did not roll lucky.
We did not roll
rolled
lucky?
really poorly.
No, we got 2 babies.
But we could have had everybody die, or we could also had like a special savior.
Oh, no. But so that's supposed to be rare. I don't expect that. I'm happy to get 2 babies out of it. But the problem is now our gene pool is the parents and the 2 kids. So that's going to get icky no matter what happens.
It's been icky the whole time.
I know,
it's
but
all
it's like...
that way.
No.
The only time that it's not is like the initial people that join your first 4, whoever survives.
Right.
Everybody else is related.
Everybody's related. So there was one character that we had. I named it after, I can't remember the name of it. It was something Hope, Raising Hope. And so I named the new child Princess Beyonce because that was what. What?
I forgot about that.
You forgot Princess Beyonce?
Yeah.
Because of after Raising Hope. Thought that was a unique and clever name.
Well, you took it from somewhere else.
Sure, but it was cute. Alright, a little bit of red. He's tipping it that way. I need to look at my reference. Okay, so we'll put the red up in this corner. And a little magenta. There we go. Ah. Hey, Sublime Miniature Studio. How is it going? What did DJ say? WTF? Oh, rapey. Yeah, it is. It's kind of ew. But survival, right? I guess. I mean, our ancestors... I don't want to get into this, Tom.
Yeah, just stop. Just stop. You don't want to go there.
We need more gold. Where's the golden color? There it is. It's all in the juice. Charles says, Hope was that the leader of Twiskin. Oh, the first settlement on the stream. She lost both her arms and died when the butcher bite her head off. Ah, that's a
So
shame.
you had a bad day.
Yeah, for sure.
Sophia runs down the stairs and yells at me.
Yeah, she doesn't like that song. By the way, our lovely daughter Sophia graduated last night from high school.
Well, hello, Lynx.
And I was very, very proud of her. It's a huge milestone. Right, watch this. Now, so we've got that. We're going to put the little lantern. And it's important to make the lantern so dark because then you have so much contrast. It makes it feel more like the lantern is glowing. If you paint it gray, it's not going to have the same effect.
I think the only reason we beat the butcher the one time we fought him is
Did we?
because... Yeah.
Oh, do we have a founding stone?
Why would we need a founding
I
stone?
don't know, get that last kill in. I don't know.
I don't remember. But I do remember he rolled all ones on one of his attacks.
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. It was kind of lucky. We've had crazy as luck I mean, this is our first campaign, and we're in lantern year 19.
Somewhere around there.
So we have played our first campaign up through lantern year 19, and that's really unheard of. I've been told. Here's the little.
But we did it like real role play. Like we didn't like when a table came up, we wouldn't look and see. Like if you had an option to do it, we made the role playing decision about what to do.
Yeah, tell them about. Is it Marek? We had a leader named Marek, and he was a cannibal.
Yeah, he's the guy that had no arms and legs.
He ended up having no arms and legs, but before that actually happened, before he became maimed, he was a murderer, and he had this bone marrow addiction. And then the Kingsman, or the I can't remember who.
Oh, the hooded. No, he died from the plague.
No, it's not what I'm talking about.
Oh no, right.
There was some strangers that came into the.
It was whatever comes first, either the hand or the Kingsman.
The Kingsman came into the settlement, and they wanted us to either sacrifice some people, or fight them. And he was the leader, so he decided to sacrifice them to get the marrow. Got dark quick.
And that was before he lost his arms and legs. It was the next hunt where he lost his arms and legs.
Realbug says criticals are a no-go, so it's the founding stone's pretty much useless anyway. Yeah.
That's against the butcher.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think we used it on him.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think he just rolled really. I think he just kept rolling bad, and that was really in our favor.
One thing, he keeps attacking, like keeps rolling attacks as long as he keeps hitting, and he actually missed, and so with all his dice, and so that meant that his attack ended.
Oh,
Otherwise,
okay.
somebody was going to die. I can't remember what that ability was.
Oh boy.
Little Devil 29 can watch live. OMG!
Yay! Little Devil. Awesome. I'm gonna paint some of this little. I just started painting a little bit of this. It's like a blue-green on here. I mixed it while I was talking and painting. He looks kind of scary. I wouldn't want to go up against him. He looks like maybe he's a little too dark. Let me see. I love the skin tone though. I'm really happy with the way that came out. I'm gonna give him a little bit of that bloodstone over here, so it's not so yellow. Yeah, I like her. Let me see. See, he's lighter a little bit. Not a lot, but she's got more the bloodstone tones. And she was more umbral umbers. There you go. Alright.
Yeah, Pigeon Scored, you can watch all these from the start. Just wait till it's over and it'll show up in the Twitch videos. What size brush are you using? How do you keep it so well loaded? Super Pope Lord of Cinder.
Super Pope Lord of Cinder.
I keep on wanting to say Super Poop Lord.
No.
Because that's what you would find amusing.
I find it amusing. Hold on one
I use
second.
a wet palette, but always seem to have trouble loading the brush and keep it from drying out quickly.
So these are the watercolor series. Series 7, Winsor Newton. This is a 0 and this is a 1. And the difference, let me show you the difference between the miniature and the watercolor series, because there's a difference. And you don't want the miniature series unless you're going to do certain things with it. It's completely different. Look at the difference. So this is a 2. So this is supposed to be a 2 compared to the 1. And look at the difference in the length of the bristles. Anything I put on that is going to dry out. And if you live in Australia, forget it, because it's going to dry right on your brush. You need the bristles to have all that water in there. Watch this. So I load the brush with water first. Let me get some my palette over here. Let's say I'm going to use this blue. I load it with the water first. And see how it goes up into there? And then when I'm painting, see that? We can make our glaze. And the more paint you have in it, see? And again, you're pushing that bead of paint around so that the most paint is where you last touch. Does that make sense?
Bob Hoffner said congrats on the No Quarter article.
He has been called Super Poop Lord before. Say what?
Bob Hoffner says congrats on the No Quarter
Oh,
article.
thanks, Bob. Bob Hoffner is a member of the War Machine Hordes painting group that I'm in, and I posted, and he's also my Facebook friend. I recently got an article published in Privateer Press's No Quarter magazine. I did a tutorial on the Dawn Guard, which is the Retribution of Skyra, I think? Skria? I can't remember. And I was pretty happy because I did that article a long time ago and they finally published it, which I was excited about. Now, did you guys see how her knees were kind of light colored and then I glazed over it after it was dry with this Cardic Flesh? Oh, good. I'm glad you saw my Facebook post. Yeah, that's right. I posted it on Facebook. I shared it to all my to War Machine and the Retribution group. I was pretty excited about it. I've been published once before in No Quarter. I did a tutorial on the Grolar, which is a Khador jack, and it was actually a pretty big deal at the time because the Khador jack had been promised like 2 years ago and they still didn't have a model for it. And then I got to paint it and see it before anybody else that wasn't in the studio. Oh, thank you, Darth Orlin. That is awesome. Yeah, guys, take a peek. And it's No Quarter 72, I think. And so you can get the online version or you can order yourself a hard copy.
Page 84.
Page 84. I'm letting this dry because...
What was the last painting guide? This is the second or third painting guide you've done for them?
This is the second.
Yep. We both have played War Machine and Hordes at times.
Yeah.
We're not currently playing.
No, yeah, I still have a Circle of Oberos army, and I would play, but I'm just so deep in KDM right now, Kingdom Death, and I'm enjoying it. I'm going to be painting more War Machine Hordes on this channel, so that way I can get my army painted and probably sell it. But it'll be nice because there's a lot of OSL in the Circle of Oberos army as well. And a lot of cool like fur textures and stuff. There's a lot of beasts. Although I do have a lot of my beasts already done. See how I'm just going over the highlights of her face. I'm not trying to hit all of those shadows with that. And again, we're leaving that ball of paint on the apex of whatever it is that you're painting. So if that's where I want the ball of paint to leave, that's where I lift it. So something else, I don't know, this is probably not the right time zone to announce this, but I'm going to be doing 2 painting hangouts, one in Vienna, Austria next month, and one in Berlin, Germany. So I'll be putting up events on my Facebook page for that. If anybody happens to be in Europe and wants to go. Kind of like how dark this arm is, so I'm going to go gray with it instead of flesh tone. There we go. There we go. So it's shadowed. So we had that Kador flesh underneath the gray, which is nice. It's underpainting. Sorry, Pigeon Squirter. Am I painting too fast for you guys? I did, the base coat was the Cardic flesh. There was a whole like gold, you know, there's a whole green underneath as well. But basically, you can go back and watch this VOD afterward. We go Ortic Olive, Reichland Flesh Shade if you want to add a little shade to your green. Cardic Flesh for the highlights. And you're just glazing these up slowly. Alright. Let me hold this close so you can see what I'm talking about. Is that too close or is that good?
Good.
So by leaving that green in the shadows, it's making that little bit recede. It's sort of it's a color theory thing, and we talked about it before. It's called Verdaccio, Verdaccio, like an Italian oil painting technique. And it ends up looking very natural. It ends up looking very much like natural skin tones. So right here on this leg, we have more gray. See how when I glaze over that? Now these are all P3 paints. You don't want to mix flat paints with satin paints. P3s are satin. And these paints layer so nice because they are formulated to blend like this. I really like them. GW paints blend nice as well. And as I've said before, the best video to go watch about my skin tones is my Flower Witch video. It's probably, if you go through my VODs, it's the one that has the most views on it. It's absolutely huge. You can also find it in my YouTube channel. So we're putting a lot of light on her face now, and a lot of light here. And then I'm going to go in here with this little bit of yellow from, this is the Moldy Ochre.
You ever want to know what happened to your scale 75s?
My scale 75s are right by me. But like, I like to do skin tones in my easy mode. And that just is showing people with the P3s because it's just really easy for me to explain. I know these colors like the back of my hand. I know how they mix together. I know, like, I could tell you, all right, now you need to add a little of this and you need to add a little of that. Like, I can eyeball it. Scale 75 is a new line for me, so, and it's got a lot more paints in it, which is going to take me a lot longer to learn. So when I'm teaching, you teach what you know. And so I need to continue to master that before I can really teach it effectively. Here we go. Let's get over here with a little bit of this ivory. I'm leaving stark shadows on this because that light is hitting her at an angle that would not leave a lot of shadow. Or if it would leave really heavy shadows. Alright, and here's a little real white. This is just Here we go. Back here with the golden on top. So we talked about there's a radius right here of her light. See, this is in the center. Here's the hood of the lantern. So the all of the light is radiating out from here, right? So the top of her hand is not going to have light on it, but this whole part of her arm is right here, like it does, right? Does that help? Like, I think having the radius circle really helps. Let's just do, I'm just going to do the tiniest amount on the top of her foot because it'll be cute. Yeah, I like that. Aww.
Zebzarander is not following.
Zebzarander, thank you so much for the follow and welcome. I was just showing people OSL, which is off source lighting. It's a really dramatic lighting that people like to use, especially in Kingdom Death, because there's all these lanterns. We need more of this gold. This is the Heartfire right here. It's basically like a goldenrod yellow. See? You never thought of painting a radius circle outside on the palette. Well, yeah, just, have a piece of paper and take notes, or have a painting journal. That's another thing you can do to help yourself. Kind of helps you commit things to memory. When you are learning things, your brain learns in different ways. Some people learn, they're kinetic. Some people are visual. Some learn by writing. Some learn by hearing something. Kinetic is where you learn by doing. And I find the more ways that you use to commit something to memory and learn it, the better. So do it. Listen to somebody talk about doing it. Write it down. And then read it. And that tends to really help. And maybe even say it out loud to yourself. Because isn't the learning about it one of the biggest steps to getting to the point where you can do it? And you might level your brain way before you level your physical skills. This whole hand is, imagine like an athlete's body. Your hand is your athlete, and you have to work your athlete out, and that means you need to paint 15 minutes a day. And I say this every video. So if you want to be better, dedicate 15 minutes for a month. Take that challenge and tell me by the end of the month if you paint something at the very beginning and then paint the same thing at the end of the month, and I bet you that you will be better. Are you laughing because I always say that?
No.
You need the purples. Oops, these are not metal minis. These are plastic. They're just they're this kind of plastic right here. This is what a bear plastic looks like. What?
Vision Squirter. I'm liking these tones. I am hating myself.
Don't hate yourself. Everybody starts out as a beginner. Even me. You come to kindergarten with a box of crayons. And not everybody knows how to read when they get there, but they eventually do.
I'm thinking of your crick spaces.
Oh, my crick spaces. Oh my God. Those are on my, I think they're on my Instagram. You can find my crick spaces. They're awful. So the very first time I did basing on my cricks for War Machine,
it's so bad.
I did not care about basing. My idea of basing was just paint it black. And people were like, you can't do that. And I'm like, well, all right, so I'll base it. And so I took static grass and kitty litter. And I would, so do I have a base? Okay, so like for instance, pretend this base here is the War Machine Horde's base. I dunked the entire thing in PVA glue, the entire rim of the base, including the part where the model was standing. And then I swirled it with kitty litter and static grass. Okay? That's this is what my bases look like now. Much better. Cat hair though. Much better. Oh, by the way, let me show you this girl. This is a commission that I'm doing. It's a Reaper mini. So I did some different effects here. I tried to go for like a translucent skin or a translucent fabric with a kind of a shimmer to it. I was using my inspiration from Jessica Rich. She does this beautiful work here that's similar. Tried to do these little glows. Reaper miniature. She's a little elf sorceress. And then I'll show this one again too. This is the monk that I'm working on from Kingdom Death. While we were streaming, we made some lily pads. And these are the ones that I made, and then the rest came with the base, like that one came with the base. So yeah. Alright. Go back to some survivors. Survivors! Let's see. Yep. We need just a little bit of this ivory in the tiny corner. So you can see this is the glow of the lantern. Penguins! Major Dodo! Good morning! How are you? Major Dodo is a streamer as well. I met him through the Paint Bottle Throwers Discord. He is an Australian. He's super cool. Okay. I'm gonna make sure that I'm getting this all painted. Penguins. Oh.
Who are you asking, Pigeon's Quarter?
Me? McKay's Fire, thanks so much for the host. Welcome. I appreciate it. McKay's Fire is a relatively new streamer. He's not new to painting. But he is, you can catch his stream and give him a follow. Give him a little love. Okay, I think that's it for him. Let me see, did I get her done? No, I didn't get her done. Which one was I working? This one. So these, I'm gonna improve this a little bit. There's the red. Thank you, Darklight222. Appreciate it. Welcome. They're ibises. Oh, is that an ibis? Oh, it is an ibis. I see it. So look at the negative space, Dodo. It looks like a penguin leaning back. Doesn't it? I can see it now. Hold on. Look. See, there's a penguin and it's going like this. And it's got the belly. And here's the wing. And there's a little eyeball. That's what it looks like. When it's very small. It's ibis. Ibis. Nice. Yeah, I think it's because when you see them large, they definitely look like ibis. They're really cool. An ibis is a trash can dwelling bird from Australia that eats garbage, and it was originally a beautiful bird. It still is, but it's become a little bit of a pest in some parts of Australia. Like a big, ugly bin chicken. He's out.
Probably need to wrap it up soon.
I just called it beautiful. I don't know. You're the one with the emote, sir. Okay. All right. I'm pretty happy. And this is Major Motoko. Motoko. I'm pretty happy with her. I'm going to get some, where's my nightshade purple, and I'm going to paint these bases because they look really gross. You are just caving to popular demand. That's funny. Alright, normally what I like to do is I like to have my extreme lighting on the here, but it's very difficult to achieve now that I've already put all this color on here. We have to wait for it to dry now. We're kind of late on the stream, aren't we, Mike? Were we having?
I said that we probably.
Oh, I didn't. We went over by like 45 minutes. Let's see. Jack of Clubs is on again. Shall we? Wait, Pinhead Painting is on. Wait, it says he has 0 though. Hold on, let me look and see what he's doing. We're gonna surprise Pinhead Painting. I don't think he has anybody. He has 2 people watching him, guys. We're gonna freak him out. All right, in the chat, I'm gonna write the words "incoming mad love" from Shoshi's Minis with some hearts. Okay, and then we're gonna cut and paste it, and we're gonna raid him. Once we flip over to his channel and we host the channel, you're gonna put join his channel. There's a button at the top that says join his channel, and then you're gonna paste and hit send. Okay, so incoming mad love from Shoshi's Minis. You can put at Shoshi's Minis because I'll be in there too. There we go. We got the boss music on too, so it'll be all dramatic. And exclamation point and heart. Okay, and then just put all the emotes you want. All right, so I'm gonna cut and paste that. All right, incoming. Oh yeah, you already got it. Great. Cut and paste that. And Mike's gonna get ready to host. I'm gonna put these down here so you guys can.
I didn't realize I was doing the host.
Well, I can host. Sorry, let me do it now. You're gonna get ready to end the stream. I want to thank everybody. I will be back on Friday. We will have everything set for the giveaway by then. Don't worry. Pinhead Painting is going to be so surprised. Oh, there we go. Paint. Okay. Did I get it right? Yep. All right, Mike. All right, bye guys. Have a good one.